The villagers of Rajgar, a remote settlement nestled deep in the Himalayan foothills, still whisper about the night when the shaman's curse sealed their fate. The tale is as old as time itself, but the fear in their eyes when they recount it is very real. It all began over a century ago, when a mysterious traveler arrived in Rajgar. He was unlike any other. His tattered robes, long unkempt beard, and piercing eyes spoke of wisdom and madness alike. He introduced himself as Mahadev, a wandering shaman with knowledge of ancient rituals. Some believed he was a blessing, others feared he had come with dark intentions. At first, Mahadev helped the villagers, curing ailments with his strange herbs and muttered chants. He predicted rainfall, guided lost travelers, and even drove away wild beasts with rituals that seemed supernatural. But his power came at a price. The villagers had to follow his orders without question, for he claimed he was in communion with the spirits of the forest. One fateful day, a young boy named Ramesh ventured into the dense forest despite Mahadev's warnings. The shaman had declared the woods off limits, saying an ancient spirit resided there, vengeful and restless. But Ramesh, being a curious child, did not heed the warning. When he returned, he was delirious, his body burning with fever. His mother, Sumitra, begged Mahadev to save him. The shaman examined the boy and declared that the spirit of the forest had marked him. The only way to save him was through an ancient ritual, one that required a sacrifice. The villagers were horrified. A sacrifice? What kind of sacrifice? Asked the village elder, his voice trembling. Mahadev's eyes darkened. The spirit demands a life in return for the boys. Someone must be buried alive. A heavy silence fell over the village. No one dared volunteer, but Mahadev was insistent. He claimed that if the ritual was not performed, the entire village would suffer. That night, as the winds howled through the valley, Mahadev chose Sumitra, Ramesh's mother. She screamed, begged, and pleaded, but the villagers, terrified of the shaman's wrath, did nothing. A grave was dug in the center of the village, and Sumitra was forced inside. As Mahadev began his chant, the ground trembled. The villagers stood frozen as the final handfuls of dirt covered Sumitra's face. Then, silence. The next morning, Ramesh was miraculously cured, but Mahadev had vanished. Some claimed they saw him disappear into the forest, while others believed he had been taken by the spirits. Days passed, then weeks. The village seemed to have returned to normal, until strange things began to happen. Crops withered overnight. Cattle were found dead, their eyes wide with terror. Children woke up screaming, claiming to hear Sumitra's voice whispering in the wind. And at the stroke of midnight, some villagers swore they saw a shadowy figure standing near the very spot where Sumitra had been buried. One night, the village elder himself fell into a trance and spoke in Sumitra's voice. "You buried me alive," he said in a chilling whisper. "Now, you will never know peace." Over the years, fear consumed Rajgar. Families abandoned their homes, seeking refuge in other villages, but the curse followed them. Wherever they went, tragedy struck, accidents, illnesses, and unexplained disappearances. Eventually, Rajgar was left deserted, its once thriving fields overtaken by wilderness. Travelers passing through the area reported hearing eerie cries at night. Some even claimed to have seen a woman in white, her hollow eyes searching for something or someone. To this day, no one dares set foot in the ruins of Rajgar after sunset. The curse of the buried mother still lingers, a reminder of the night when fear and superstition led an entire village to its doom.